Alright, we are playing some Storm Tribal in Modern, and this hand is... Actually, I shouldn't have kept this hand. This is an awful hand. We have an opt, which is why I kept it. We are going second as well. So we're going to draw mountains. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. How hard can it be? Our opponent is probably blue-white control, which would be, but yeah, sad. Very sad for us. We are not really built against this. New goal get you blackout drunk and pass out on stream. It's unlikely to happen. I haven't been that blackout. I don't think I've been blackout drunk that many times. Definitely a few times, but not. Jeez. I mean, land is land, but I really want mountains. But yeah, it's not fun. I don't get super drunk anymore because yeah, I just don't like dealing with the next day. Yeah, I think I can recall. Well, obviously I can't recall, but I definitely know of 2 times, maybe 3, that I've gone very, very badly drunk in the past. So I really, really didn't enjoy the next day. So I would not recommend. I know you're not playing Legacy. Want to see a turn 2 kill using green mana? Yeah, send it. That'd be great. I always like seeing combos. I don't care what format they're in. I like seeing combos. Max going drunk would feel terrible. There are too many punts when sober already. I mean, you're right, but you don't have to call it out, man. Like, jeez. I feel like we're just going to get all of our stuff countered here. Maybe we'll just go 18 plus now. Like, if our stuff starts getting countered, I'll be just like, yeah, we'll see. All right, Chandra. Here's the counter. Turn 1 Dork, turn 2 Spirit Guide, no Dork. Oh, it's a remand. Okay, I'm happy with the remand. Turn 2 Dork, turn into a Lurin. Yep. That's the one that just does all the things all the time. That's like ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, can cast creature spells. Yeah, it's just super broken. Then Naban. Oh, the wizard dude. Yep. Do we just go for it again? Blue is the color. What are we doing here? Are we trying to Chandra? Are we trying to just Desperate Ritual? What are we doing? What's the plan? I'm going to try and resolve a Chandra. If we get to resolve a Chandra, then that's amazing. And if we don't, then it's not the end of the world. Hey! Okay. Alright. I don't even know what we're doing here then. Pass the turn. That resolved. We'll go to next. Actually, no. We definitely don't want to pass. That would be bad. I think I'm just going to add some mana. Get a double blink. You get back to the ping and the adept. Repeat dead. Yep. I think that seems... Oh, for Max. Stop it. Getting too late now. The thing I said I was going to do, I did not do. So that is kind of frustrating. Opponent thirst for knowledge. Yeah. Because we went to combat, and then I didn't see the end of combat on the main phase, and yeah. Oh god, Teferi. Oh no, it's knowledge pool. I think we've played our opponent before. Then this is a knowledge pool deck. We must have played them last week because I definitely remember this. Okay, detention sphere, fine, sure. We have no way of dealing with that. Haha, opponents. You thought you could deal with me with Teferi? Yeah, I think it gets a bit weird. Especially with Teferi. I think Teferi and Possibility Storm is a lock. So playing Possibility Storm is possibly not the right call. We do have Flashback, though. So it kind of also works. I don't know anymore. This basically stops our opponent from doing what they want to do, though. I know we're giving them one of the spell pieces, but also it's making them really difficult for them to do it in the right order. So, I know. We have a lot of cheap spells in our hand. That's what I'm focusing on here. I'm hoping it means that we get to resolve our stuff. Detention Sphere. Hopefully not Detention Sphere. Oh, sod off. Well, we see what our opponent's doing at least. Yeah, it's Knowledge Pool. That's really annoying. The only other thing is, well, at least we know what kind of thing they're doing. Pain. I didn't really want them to Detention Sphere into Detention Sphere. Why did D-Sphere it locks with Teferi? It's probably because that just, like, you can't get Knowledge Pool down. But I really don't know. Looking at their deck, they really shouldn't have done that because, like, the only other creatures they've got are Teferi. So, you know, seems fine. Can we Storm off? Not really. We need something cheaper. Maybe it doesn't have Teferi. Yeah. Probably has one in hand. Presumably he runs 4 Teferis. We see 2 in the deck and 1 in the graveyard. Yeah, we don't have any way of dealing with D-Spheres in the main deck, obviously. Sideboard-wise, we can bounce. Discards a Teferi. Wait, what? I'm very confused now. How many Teferis are there? And what? Did he just draw a Teferi? I don't know anymore. Okay, good. Right, let's Desperate Ritual. See if our opponent counters. No, let's go. All right. Do we go for 1,000-Year Storm? Our opponent, actually, we know what our opponent's running in terms of counterspells. So we have Mana Leaks and we have Remands. So I think the real question is, do we just try and go for it and hope that they don't counter? So no counter, 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 no counter. Oh, don't. Stop it. Okay, Remand. Fine. The more annoying one, but sure, okay. Basically Time Walk. Also, we lose our Desperate Ritual, but yeah. Opponent. Lots of cards in hand. Probably wanting to do Teferi at some point. So let's run out 1,000-Year Storm again. Resolves. Hooray. Good. So once that's down, I think it's going to be reasonably tricky for them to deal with. They have the D-Spheres, obviously. There's no bounce, as far as I can see. There's Teferi, yeah. I mean, that's fine to some degree. We have Slagstorm, unless they've got, like, Knowledge Pool as well, so if they have the Knowledge Pool in hand, then fine, we lose. So, having said that, we don't actually lose, do we? We don't just lose. Because of the 1,000-Year Elixir, the 1,000-Year Storm, I don't think we just lose. We have Lightning Bolts and we have Grape Shots. And we can just kill Teferi. Opponent says GG. I'm like, not yet. He doesn't understand how 1,000-Year Elixir works. Oh, 1,000-Year Storm. Okay, so we start off with Manamorphose, I guess. Into Grape Shot, into Lightning Bolt. And then we have Past in Flames. We're getting it. We're going to get out of the Teferi Mage Lock because we have a 1,000-Year Storm. That's why this is so cool. Cast Path to Exile without paying its mana costs. Can I do that? No, I can't. No. 1,000-Year Storm, fine. We yield to this ability. Possibly should have done it a different way around, but yeah, it's fine. Also, we have Grape Shot as well. Like, Grape Shot also kind of works for this as well. So, I kind of, yeah, I think Lightning Bolt here is going to be a good shout. But yeah, once we kill Teferi, we have got, like, we can just Grape Shot and cast whatever the hell we want, really. Manamorphose. Then we get all the mana again. That seems like a good plan. Yeah, I think this is going well. Or shall go well. Will go well. So actually, do we want to Slagstorm? Oh, it's maths again, isn't it? So if we cast Grape Shot, we have Storm count of 2. We get 2 copies of Grape Shot. Plus the original one gets exiled, and then we get another 2 copies from 1,000-Year Elixir. So that's 5 copies of Storm, of Grape Shot. I think this works. So, oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not enough. Choose a spell to cast. Can't. Cancel. Okay. Now we'll go to our opponent's face. As long as one of them is going towards Teferi, then it's fine. Okay, resolves. Dealing 1 damage to Teferi. And then we Lightning Bolt Teferi, paying red. And then Teferi dies. Let's go Manamorphose. Opponent says, oh, nice. No. So we can't, we still can't do it. But we do get the copies. So, one of them is going, yeah, Teferi. One of them is going at face. One of them is going at Teferi. Yeah. And then Teferi down. And we got out from under the lock. And there was an early GG as well. Whew. Ah, rules. Everyone loves rules. I love rules. Unfortunately, that does leave a lot of burn spells underneath the knowledge pool. So, you know, hopefully our opponent does not have another way of doing that, because we have got not really many ways of dealing with that. So, this is going to be... Oh, Gideon. Oh, okay. Well, they get whatever they want off Gideon. Oh, okay, sweet. Give us a Gideon. That sounds great to me. Sweet, thanks. Free Gideons. Lightning bolts, our face. Sure. That's a thing. So we actually have enough mana to do 2 Slag Storms if we really want to, but not ideal. 1 instance and sorcery is cast by Jungle Fiber this turn. Did I cast a spell this turn? No. That has counted. I reckon that's bugged. That's surely bugged, because I've not cast any sorceries this spell this turn. How weird. Oh, okay. Serum Visions, sure. Okay. So opponent's going to get Gideon that way. Fine. That seems entirely reasonable. But we can storm off, surely. Yeah, it's my spell, but I did not cast it. Yeah, it's summoning sick. That's not going to work. Probably should have +2 debt. So now we get lots and lots and lots of copies of things. So that should be good fun. So we got Opt in the graveyard as well. Right, let's start off with... yeah, just MTGA things. I think starting off with a Slagstorm in the face is probably not a terrible plan. Slagstorm... The trouble is, if I do it to face, we're just super dead, so maybe we can't do that. Alright, so Slagstorm, anyway, it's getting exiled anyway. Doesn't really matter, does it? So that's fine. What do we What are we getting? I can't do Path. Serum Visions, I guess? Drawing some cards. Why not? Actually, no, we need to do Manamorphose next, don't we? So, okay, so we need to... oh, okay, no. If we Manamorphose... Oh, God, it's maths again. Right, Serum Visions. So we draw some cards. Yeah, I want to cast it. Cast it. There we go. Right. So we actually get multiple copies of Serum Visions. Okay, good. So we draw a card, scry 2. To the bottom to the top. All right. I think we're gonna go off. So, and then to the bottom to the top. I think we're going off. It's a little bit mathsy, but I'm fairly sure we're going off. Okay, so we can Desperate Ritual here, which gives us mana. Choose a spell to cast. So I think we choose Manamorphose here. Yeah, and then we cast it. So now we get lots of copies of Manamorphose. Go red and blue. Draw a card. We drew a Manamorphose. All right, resolve. This game's gone really interesting. Okay, more Manamorphoses. Not going to turn those down. Red and blue. Desperate Ritual. All right. Okay, so we have another Desperate Ritual, which is resolving. It's kind of overkill, but actually it's not that overkill. 1,000-Year Storm. Exile it. Let's get Desperate Ritual. Cast and Splice. Oh, casting and splicing. Yes. All right, Splice. Splice on Desperate Ritual. Oh, that's going to be ridiculous amounts of mana, because the text of this box is like add 6 mana now, I think. So this goes add 6. Surely, yes. Oh my god, there's so much mana, so much mana. Oh, we're going to time out, but this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, that is 25 mana. Good, right, we have enough mana now at least, so that's good. So I guess we then... Where is Searing Wind when you need it? Oh yeah. But what a game. Coming back from underneath the Teferi Knowledge Pool lock is just nuts. Like, that is just amazing. I think we win at this point. Like, we have... The Grape Shot is in the Knowledge Pool. Opponent says, I have no idea what's going on and I love it. Oh, this is why this is I love this game. I love this. This is the sort of stuff that makes me love this game. All right, so I think we win. I think we're winning. Both of us. We're both winning. Choose a spell to cast. Let's go for Harness. You can already Grape Shot and win. We can already Grape Shot and win, but we're going to do that next. I think we have to do that next, like, because we actually need to be able to win the game. But we might as well have all of the mana in the world to do it with. Draw some cards. Yeah, that was a good turn. That was a really good turn. No, I think there's only so much we can do. I mean, the whole point is that we are just going off and storming off. We're storming off. That's what we're doing. But we're doing it in the weirdest way possible. So yeah, now we just cast the Grape Shot and we win. In fact, we can probably do it in response. Cast, targeting our opponent, playing red. Yeah, fine. 1,000-Year Storm, 1,000-Year Storm. So that resolves. Now we cast Grape Shot, targeting our opponent. Is this a budget deck? Reasonably. It's just reasonably... I mean, it is pretty budget. Cast, targeting our opponent. That should be enough copies, really. Electrolyze would fit well in this deck. I think Electrolyze would fit exceedingly well. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean, the most expensive cards in this deck are Past in Flames, so... Good. Well, this has been one of the most ludicrous games of Magic I think I've played in a very long time. So, I'm happy with how this has gone. And we've taken a lot of time to do it. That's fine. But needs more ether flux. Oh jeez, just don't. That'd be nuts. All right, good. We're dead. Well, we're not dead. Opponent is dead. Yeah, there we go. Sideboarding. Bounce time. Bouncy, bouncy. I don't know what we're putting back. Oh yeah, obviously we're putting back stuff. Needs more ether flux, but aren't we all nuts here? Very true. Very true. Negate seem good. Echoing Truth seems actually really good. The lightning bolts seem less useful. He says, that's the first time somebody got past my lock. LOL. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good lock. Not quite good enough. Not quite good enough. I'm going to take out Volcanic Awakening. We do not need land destruction. Empty the Warren seems pretty good. Slag Storm seems badass. Because our opponent's not really going to be... Well, it's not ideal. We want lots of cheap spells. Cheap spells are good under their knowledge pool. So, I mean, we could even go down Lannery Storm. I don't know. But the Possibility Storms actually seem really bad for us. We should probably just go down the Possibility Storms. Wish opponent had a Mindbreak Trap. Yeah, I hope they don't. We didn't see anything. Oh, obviously, I haven't seen the sideboard, so. He says, I just got to make sure that enchantment doesn't get down. Yep. And I've got to make sure I get it down first. So. How hard can it be? Well, I mean, essentially, he's got to make sure it doesn't come down, and also that what are we playing? So I think Steam Vent's untapped, aren't we? How hard can it be? Famous last words. Yeah. I think Opt is good here. Opt is really good here. I mean, we have multiple great... Oh, no, we don't have multiple great shots. I thought we had multiple great shots. We don't. So, Opt is always good. Yep. Sim Visions. Make sure I actually do it, though. Well, that's the quote number 2, is it? Okay. We don't need more lands, so we can... Ooh, Manamorphose is good. Manamorphose is amazing, actually. Do I Ritual into Harness the Storm? Or do I Ritual into Lannery Storm? I kind of like Harness the Storm for next turn. Ritual into Lannery. Okay. I suppose next turn, Harness the Storm is just on curve anyway, so... That's true, we do get a token back. Alright, pass the turn. Just explaining that this deck is called Storm Tribal to our opponent. So, and when we say Storm Tribal, we mean Storm Tribal. Azorius Signet, yeah, bit of fixing. Lannery Storm already doing good work. Alrighty, well, let's get in with Lannery Storm then. Have some more mana. Deal some more damage. And then we can get down Harness the Storm. Seems good. But he's rapidly approaching the never taps out again phase. Oh. Trying to do some countering. Remand. Okay, remand is fine. We can't recast it, but yeah. Remand is fine. I'm actually okay with remand. Serum Visions. That's a field we're in. Okay, so opponents at 4 mana. Probably, I don't know what they would have brought in for this matchup. Let's get in with Lannery Storm again. I mean, we've got Harness the Storm. Feels like a pretty reasonable card. I mean, it's essentially a, you know, every single turn we get a treasure at the moment because our opponent has really no way of dealing with it. And yeah, having extra mana each turn seems really good. Opponent lets that resolve. All right, good. So now we have the whole Manamorphose into Manamorphose sort of shenanigans going on. If we really want to, obviously. Opponent is getting a bit close to Teferi and Knowledge Pool. It actually is at Knowledge Pool, so. But I'd be very dubious about them doing that. Okay. Detention Sphere. We'll see what they take. Because I'm kind of inclined to draw cards here. Okay. So that's on the stack. I think we draw cards, right? So I think I Manamorphose into Manamorphose into Manamorphose. Draw 3 cards. It feels really good. And we also get further through our deck. Alright. Sack a treasure. Fine. We don't care about Lannery Storm. What we care about is drawing cards. And you can use the mana to bolt. This is true. This is very true. If we really want to, that's true. This is actually their turn as well, isn't it? So, oh yeah, good point. We can just bolt. Yeah, sweet. All right, so that resolves. We add red and red. Oh, it's sorcery speed. Sad max. Okay, red. So we get Manamorphose. Always yield. Cast Manamorphose. Cast. So we cast for red and red. Resolve. Draw some cards. Red and red. Echoing Truth. Ooh, Echoing Truth is alright. Okay, I like it. So then this resolves. Red and blue. That's kind of what we were hoping for, really. Alright, now we can bolt. Do we want to bolt, or do... Yeah, we'll bolt. I think this is fine. Let's do some bolting. I love it. This is going so well. All right, target our opponent's face. Bolt. Triple bolt. Down to 5, and then we have Past in Flames, and we probably just win. Instant speed. Isn't it so much fun? You'll lose the mana. Okay, well, never mind. Opponent has 3 mana available. Another Echoing Truth. Well, that's good. Okay, so... I mean... Do we just Echoing Truth to start with? What do we do? I think we attack first. Let's attack first. See if it baits something out from our opponent. I think we'd have made red and cast 4 bolts dead to Lannery. We can't cast 4 bolts, I don't think. Because you have to have 1 in the graveyard for the ability to trigger, I think. I think you can only ever get 3. right? Yeah. Can't ever, I don't think you can ever get 4 bolts. Cool. All right. So down to 3. So we passed in flames, and then bolt, or just passed in flames bolt, I guess. It's a bit of a boring way to end a game, but oh, here comes the remand. Okay, well, it comes into our hand, so that's fine. Opponent is still on 3 and dies to Captain Lannery Storm, so have to have some sort of removal for Captain Lannery Storm. And we have we have several echoing truths which can stop things. I played 5 bolts and my phone died. How boring. Yep. I mean, yeah. Gideon Jora. Okay. Destroy target tapped creature. I mean, that's generally okay, right? Bounce it. You think? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's a good point. We can replay it and sack the treasure to win. Assuming... Yeah, and if our opponent doesn't do that, yeah, they've got to let that happen. They can't counter that spell. Manamorphose. Alright. So I guess we just Lannery Storm and win? Manamorphose first. Okay. Ah, yes, for lands. Lands would be good, wouldn't they? Yes, that is a very good point. Opponent says GG. GG. Great first game. We'll put on YouTube. That was a really fantastic match. Yeah. I mean, that was exactly what I was hoping for. We beat the Teferi knowledge pool lock, and I really wasn't expecting it. So, yeah. That is going on YouTube. Hi, YouTube.